You feel it in your chest because it's true. They're about to fall, and you were sent to catch them. Someone close to you is walking toward a trap. Their silence is screaming. You weren't placed near them by chance. You were heaven's final intervention. The one you love is standing at the edge. Say something before the cuffs speak first. What you overlook today could cost their freedom tomorrow. Watch them closely. One lie whispered in court will shatter their life. You can still stop it, but not if you keep pretending you don't see. They're past his hands, and it's reaching next week. They've been framed. You'll be the only one who knows. You know the truth. Speak it before the system speaks over you. They won't tell you what's coming, but they're praying you already know. You are the call that could change the sentence. God didn't show you that dream by accident. Next week, a false charge. Tonight, a chance to change it. They've been silent about what they saw. Now, they'll be blamed for it. Someone is planting evidence while you scroll. You will cry if you stay quiet, but not for yourself, for them. Look at the one you keep dismissing. They're the one in danger. This isn't paranoia. It's prophecy. You love them. But do you love them enough to interfere? They think no one would defend them. Prove them wrong. When they're taken, it will feel like a piece of you vanished too. The person you least suspect will betray them first. One wrong place, one lie, one moment too late. The clock isn't ticking, it's begging. This isn't about guilt or innocence. It's about who speaks first. They won't run. They'll surrender, because they've already given up. Someone is forging a story. Don't let them finish it. When the news breaks, you'll remember this moment. The warning is heavy because the outcome will be heavier. You weren't given intuition. You were given divine alarm. Ask them the question they've been hiding from. Behind their smile is someone bracing for collapse. You are their only alibi, and you don't even know it yet. It's not too late to ask, what really happened that night? Their hands are clean, but someone is painting them guilty. The arrest will shock everyone, except you. Someone is choosing silence over loyalty. You're the only one who noticed the shift. That wasn't an accident. A shadow moved through their timeline. You saw it. Their freedom is waiting for your courage. One sentence can destroy what they built in decades. You won't get a second chance to say something. Don't wait for the sirens to care. They were loyal to the wrong person. Now it's costing them everything. Your hesitation is their handcuff. They'll call it justice. You'll know it was betrayal. Say it now. You'll regret it in chains if you don't. They didn't tell you what happened, but they prayed you'd ask. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. The real criminal is still free, but your silence could make them switch names. Don't let the wrong soul pay for someone else's darkness. The charges are false. The betrayal is real. A friend they trusted signed the papers. You felt it last week. You were the first to believe them. Don't be the last to speak. One word from you could unravel the trap. They told you parts. The rest is locked behind their eyes. It's not just a legal trap. It's spiritual sabotage. They kept you close because they sensed you'd be the one to see. Someone switched timelines behind their back. You're their only thread back to truth. Their future is whispering. Please don't ignore this. God didn't give you discernment for decoration. Use it now. They're protecting someone who would never protect them back. What you felt in your gut wasn't fear. It was foresight. They're not sleeping because they already saw the cell. The papers are already signed. But prophecy can still intervene. This won't be an arrest. It will be a robbery of destiny. You'll hear it on the news, but by then it will be too late. You know something. Say it. Save them. They confess to God, but they haven't confessed to you. You dreamed of a knock on the door. That wasn't random. There are fingerprints on the lie, but not theirs. If they go down, so does your peace. They won't fight the accusation. They're too tired to plead. Your name is the password to their freedom. Don't ignore the way your heart trembles around them. That's divine urgency. The lie sounds convincing until your truth enters the room. Their shadow has been followed for weeks, but you can still turn the light on. They're being watched, and you were sent to interrupt it. If you don't intervene, you'll keep dreaming their arrest forever. The setup was spiritual before it was legal. Someone is rehearsing a testimony that will crucify them. They think no one believes them. That's why they've stopped talking. You are the missing witness. You knew the truth before the charges were even whispered. They've been framed to protect someone you both trust. Every warning you ignored will replay in court. There are still receipts, and you know where they are. You saw them at the time they claimed. That moment matters. Speak now, or let them sit where the guilty should be. A false charge is heavier than silence. They're about to carry a sentence that was never theirs. What if your silence becomes the reason they lose everything? The truth didn't vanish. It's buried in your memory. Every missed call was a plea they couldn't voice. The one accusing them is wearing your friend's face. The enemy plans to celebrate next week. Ruin it. You can feel the timeline cracking. Step in. This isn't a trial. It's a spiritual assassination. You don't need to fix everything. Just don't stay silent. You will hate yourself if you stay quiet. They know who set them up, but they'd rather be punished than snitch. The storm is already on their record. You're the only shelter left. God whispered their name to you because no one else would carry it. The enemy forged the story. Heaven sent you to tear it. They will not beg, but they're hoping you fight. They didn't defend themselves because they didn't think they were worth saving. Someone in your circle is hiding the weapon used against them. The lie is louder than their voice. Until you speak, your intuition is your confirmation. They're still in your life because you're their lifeline. The truth will cost you comfort, but it will save a soul. Their eyes told you everything, but your comfort made you look away. They won't survive prison. That's why you were warned. Your silence will echo like a cell door. They're about to be punished for a choice they never made. God already forgave them. Now the world must see they weren't guilty. You knew something dark was forming. This is what it was. The law may listen to paperwork, but heaven listens to witnesses. Don't wait for the cuffs to care. They were protecting you when it happened. Don't leave them unprotected now. You are the thread between their story and salvation. The betrayal happened months ago. You just didn't realize who it cost. You saw the shift in them. That was the moment it began. The sentence isn't justice. It's prophecy delayed. They don't need a lawyer. They need a voice who saw. You weren't haunted by that dream for no reason. The court will believe whoever speaks first. Be louder. One statement from you could shatter everything the enemy built. They forgave you for not noticing. But God is asking you to notice now. Someone you love is walking toward a false accusation. Heaven sent you as the detour. Their silence is not guilt, it's grief in disguise. Next week they'll be taken. This week you must speak. You were the one chosen to interrupt the arrest. They're not telling you the whole truth, but their eyes are. You know something. That knowing was heaven's assignment. This isn't just legal. It's spiritual targeting. Their freedom hinges on your courage, not your comfort. You're their last shield before the sentence. The false charge has already been written. So has your role. If you don't interfere, you'll weep at the headline. A friend is lying. A soul you love will pay. God showed you early, so you could stop it early. This is your Jonah moment. Don't run from the warning. They confessed to God. They haven't confessed to you. One question from you could unravel the trap. The betrayal is already in motion. But so is the rescue. You're not overthinking. You're overhearing prophecy. They think it's karma. You know it's conspiracy. You saw it in a dream because your waking self needed courage. Their arrest won't be justice. It will be regret in uniform. You carry the memory that can free them. If they're charged, a piece of you goes silent forever. The charge is false, but the danger is real. You were sent to break the cycle, not mourn it again. Someone in your circle is framing them. The truth is locked in your silence. Every hesitation is feeding the lie. They won't ask for help. Ask anyway. Don't wait for the knock on the door to believe. You can feel it. Something is being planned against them. They're trusting the wrong person. That trust will cost them everything. Don't say, "It's not my place." It is. It was. You were the only one with eyes open when it began. A false witness will appear confident. You must appear convicted. They don't need a lawyer. They need your voice. This isn't fear, it's foresight. Your silence will echo through handcuffs. The timeline can still shift, but only if you do. God placed you near them for a reason. Now is that reason. There's still time to reroute the damage. You already know who's behind it. Say it. The real story is hiding in your memory. You are their last defense before the lie becomes law. One warning from you could cancel the arrest. You've watched too many people fall. This one is yours to catch. They're not sleeping. They're surrendering in silence. Next week, you'll either rejoice or regret. They didn't deserve this, but they do deserve your voice. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Their life is in your hands. They don't know what's coming, but you do. You feel heavy lately. It's not yours. It's theirs. They broke a rule, not a law, but someone's twisting it. A jealous friend will sell their name next Tuesday. The setup began 3 months ago. You noticed. You were warned by the ache in your spirit. If you wait until they call you from jail, you waited too long. The devil doesn't need evidence, just your silence. You saw the warning in their eyes, but ignored the trembling. That weird dream? It was heaven screaming in symbols. Your voice could destroy the entire lie. No one else is coming. That's why you feel this deeply. The charge has been planted, like a trap. God told you to check on them. You brushed it off. This isn't gossip, it's warfare. Someone wants to end their reputation. Next week's arrest is the start. You'll feel it in your chest the day before. Even their enemies look like friends right now. This isn't about what they did. It's about who hates their light. You'll hear the lie in a rumor. Interrupt it immediately. Their entire future is hanging on your conviction. You were sent to rewrite the ending. If you don't move, you'll lose more than a friend. That strange hesitation was divine hesitation. Listen to it. God is using you to unmask a liar. There's one person who knows the truth. You need to speak with them. Your instincts were holy the whole time. No one else is brave enough to speak. You are. If they fall, you'll never forgive yourself. Their arrest would be a spiritual error, not a legal one. This is spiritual war dressed as legal procedure. You've been too quiet for too long. The charge is fake, but the heartbreak will be real. One sentence from you could unravel the whole lie. They thought you stopped caring. Prove them wrong. The one who's framing them wears a friendly smile. It's not just court, it's calling. You weren't just chosen. You were warned. This is your divine moment of interruption. You're not imagining the tension. You're hearing future headlines echoing back. The weight in your spirit is a spiritual subpoena. You're late to act, but not too late. Their arrest would bind more than just their hands. It would silence destiny. You're their alibi, and their angel. The dream wasn't symbolic. It was specific. If you don't move, the lie will become their legacy. You were given discernment for such a time as this. Heaven is counting on you to interrupt earth. God's warning doesn't come twice this clearly. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more. The last window before collapse. Their silence is not guilt, it's exhaustion. You were shown this moment in childhood visions. God already told you who's behind it. Say their name. The false witness rehearsed their lies last night. Angels are circling this case, but they need your word. The enemy is after their voice. Their arrest is a gag. A crooked official signed the papers. You know which one. Don't wait for the knock on the door. Knock on heaven first. Even time is begging you to speak. That familiar ache in your stomach? It's not anxiety. It's prophecy. The weapon was formed. You still have time to disarm it. What they confessed in tears was not a crime. This trial was plotted in shadows. Expose the shadow. You're the only one who believes their soul, not the accusation. Next week is not the beginning. It's the culmination. You prayed for purpose. This is it. God placed you near them not for comfort, but for collision. The lie has a lawyer. The truth only has you. If they fall, part of you will never rise again. This isn't about freedom. It's about legacy. Their arrest will feel like betrayal to heaven. You've been dreaming of keys and locks. Now you know why. They're counting down. You're still deciding. You weren't warned to be worried. You were warned to be wise. You'll remember this moment every time you hear a siren. If you don't speak now, you'll scream later. God let you overhear the plan on purpose. You saw something months ago and did nothing. Redemption is louder than revenge. Choose your voice. The case isn't built on facts. It's built on resentment. They cried last night and you felt it as a headache. Your body reacts before your mind understands. If they are taken, the dominoes will hit others. The false charge is only step one of their destruction. They once saved you quietly. Now you must save them loudly. The evidence is circumstantial. Your love must be absolute. Every hour you wait, the truth dims. Divine justice flows through earthly voices. Be the stream. God won't send thunder. He sent you. This isn't legal advice. It's soul instruction. Heaven has placed your name beside theirs for a reason.